Hi everyone, welcome. We'll get started in a few moments. You can start by lying on your back, like I previously said in the intro, in supported fish pose. The setup for that is just like this here. The lower block will just rest right behind your heart space, hi Dee, at the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, but not in the curve of your low back. And the higher block is to support your head. If you don't have two blocks, or if you don't have any blocks, you can just lie on your back and start with cobbler's pose, the soles of your feet together, and let your knees open wide. While you do that, I'm going to disable the comments. So I hope you all have a great practice. Feel free to get some music going. Turn off commenting, cool. Okay, cool. With the soles of your feet together, gently press your big toe mounds firmly toward the midline of your body. And keep the pinky toe edges of your feet on the floor around your toes, so just the pinky toes are on the floor, and try lifting your heels off of your mat. Feel a little bit of length and opening come to the inner ankles. And then as you engage your glutes, feel the muscles pull a little bit closer toward your pelvis as you reach your knees away from the midline and down toward the mat. You can stay here or walk your feet in a little bit closer toward you, so actively working external rotation with a little bit of opening around the chest. Notice how your low back responds to both of these shapes at the same time. Make sure your low back is staying lengthened with the strength of your glutes. And you can also start to pull your navel toward your back body slightly. And take just one more full breath in through your nose. And a long breath out. From here, place your feet on the floor. Bring your arms alongside your body with your palms face down. Draw your navel to your spine, once again to protect your low back. Chin to your chest, and just push yourself up about halfway. And move one block to one side and the other block to the other side. Lie all the way down into your back and take happy baby. Open your thighs a little bit wider than the width of your shoulders and bring your arms to the inner line of your legs. Let the bottom of your feet look up to the ceiling and either catch a hold of the pinky toe edges of your feet. You can grab a hold of your calves or your thighs, whatever feels accessible and comfortable for your shoulders, so that you can start to pull your legs down toward the floor. Just like you did in cobbler's pose. Lengthen the inner line of your ankles so your toes might point out toward the side. Take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale, pull your legs down toward the floor. Keep a hold of whatever grip you have and pull your left heel in toward your left glute and stretch your right leg out long. A lot of work on the left side of your body here to keep your hips stable. If you feel like you're rocking completely over to the side, see if you can bring your right leg back up a little bit. Take one more full breath in, press out through your right heel. And exhale, come back to happy baby. For the other side, pull your right heel to the back of your right thigh and extend your left knee outward. Just notice if one side feels a little bit more accessible, if one side feels a little bit weaker, it's totally normal. Contain your front ribs for one more breath in. And push out through your heel as you breathe out. This time, instead of coming back to happy baby, place the bottoms of your feet together like cobbler's pose. And then gently pull your feet toward you any amount while you push back through your knees. Notice what's going on in your feet. Continue to lengthen the inner line of your ankles. Push your big toe mounds together, and the pinky toes of your feet might part slightly. You gently place your feet on the floor. Reach your right arm overhead, roll onto your right side, and we'll start in child's pose. Within child's pose, separate your knees to mat width distance. Your toes can be tucked or your feet flat. Reach your arms forward and then send your hips back toward your feet. If the floor feels too far away, you can place a block underneath your head, and that will support the back line of your body. Get your hands active to support your shoulders. So press down to the perimeter of your hand, lift your elbows off the floor. If you were to bend your elbows here, would they point out to the sides? If that's a yes, wrap your elbows down so that they would point toward the floor. And take one more breath. Press into your hands, come up to tabletop for one cycle of cat-cow. Inhale, peel your heart space forward, look up. Exhale, round your back, look to your thighs. Come to a neutral spine as you breathe in. As you exhale, stand up on your shins, bring your hand to your chest. Try this without using your hands. Use your hands if you need them. Slowly sit back down onto your feet. Untuck your toes if they're tucked. Shift your hips toward the right. And then set your legs up in like a zigzag formation, just like this. I'm going to bring my legs off of my mat so you can see me a little bit better. Perfect. Flex both of your feet, squeeze your glutes, and feel a lifting up away from the floor. So your pelvic floor is lifting up, almost like you could pull your pelvis completely off of your mat, but it's more of an energetic lift, but super important. Bring your hands to your heart, shift your weight to your back right glute, and then bring both of your feet to the floor. Push your knees back, lift your chest up, breathe in. Exhale, bring your inner right thigh to the floor, roll to your left. Come to center, inhale. And do that to your right again. Inhale to center. Keep that lift of your pelvic floor. And then exhale toward your left. Let's add a twist this time. Come back towards center, breathe in. Zigzag your legs toward the right, maybe a gentle twist with your torso. Inhale to center. Exhale to your left, gentle twist with your torso. Come back towards center, breathe in. This time pause here as you breathe out. Press your thighs back toward the wall behind you, but stay tall in your glutes. Notice if you're collapsing down. We won't be here for too long. Just 2 more breaths in through your nose, engage your glutes. And a gentle breath out. 1 more breath in to lift your pelvic floor. Hold that lift as you breathe out. From here, bring your knees toward the right in a zigzag. Plant your hands on your mat and step back to downward facing dog. Once you're in downward facing dog, relax your head forward and down. Press forward with your hands exactly the way that you set in child's pose as you pike your hips up and back. Feel free to bend your knees and lift your heels here so that your low back feels healthy. Take a big breath in through your nose. And a clearing breath out through your mouth to relax. Look forward to your hands. Bend your knees, pull your hips back, and softly walk to the top of your mat. Place your hands on your shins or your blocks with a halfway lift as you inhale. Fold over your thighs as you breathe out. Ground your heels, reach your arms high, come all the way up to standing. Breathe in. Exhale, connect your hands at your heart space. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. And relax your arms by your sides. Take 1 soft breath in. And just an easy, soothing breath out. Flip your palms to face forward. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Slightly lift your gaze. Soften your knees as you hinge and fold forward. Place both hands to your shins. Inhale. As you exhale, just your left hand to your mat or your block. Slide your right thumb up into your right hip crease. Shift your weight forward and send your left foot up and back. Use the adjustment of your right thumb to actively hook your right hip back. Imagine your right thigh pushing to the back of the right hip socket. Open your left thigh just slightly. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, bring your inner thighs to touch as you roll your outer left hip way down. Your pelvis will become asymmetrical here. Open your left thigh back up. Breathe and keep pulling your right hip back. Do that again. Let your inner thighs kiss. Exhale. Come back to neutral. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your right hand to your mat or your block. Place your left hand on your left hip. Like you still have your right thumb in your right hip crease, pull your outer right hip back and start to rotate your chest toward the left side of the room. Push the outer blade of your left foot up and back. And then stay here or reach your left arm high for one more breath cycle. Bring your left hand down to your mat. Look down at your right knee, bend your right knee. Make sure the inner line of your right knee is lining up toward your middle toe. Take a big step back with your left foot and pivot your left foot down for warrior two. Before you lift your arms up, bring both of them to the inside of your right leg. Bend forward into your right knee and continue pushing your right thigh way back. Lift just your left arm high, breathe in, and then hold as you breathe out. Look back at your left leg. There's a blizzard happening outside right now. Look back at your left leg and notice if your torso is shifting way forward and your butt way back. See if you can bring everything into neutral alignment. Straighten your right leg, breathe in. Bend your right knee, exhale, track your knee toward your center toes. Do that again, inhale. And breath out. Push down into your feet, lift up to warrior two, inhale. Settle your shoulders as you breathe out. Take one full breath in through your nose. And a full breath out. Pull your left heel inward for goddess pose and bend both of your feet. Make sure that both heels are on the same plane, side to side. Using your glutes, your arms can be out to side here. Using your glute strength, push your glutes forward. Let your thighs press back, so exactly like you did lying on your back at the start. Reach your arms up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, bring your right arm down, side bend to the right. Pause here for one breath cycle as you push your right arm into your right leg. Come back up, inhale. Exhale, release your left arm down, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up to center. And then side bend to the right. Stay here, place your right fingertips on the floor for one more breath. Okay, from here, bring your left hand to your mat. Shift your weight to your toes. Lift your heels off of your mat. Pivot to fold forward with your legs in neutral. Take 2 breath cycles here. Lengthen your spine forward as you breathe in. Engage your glutes and fold as you breathe out. Take one more breath. Bring your hands forward in front of your shoulders. Lift your torso up halfway to a flat back and bring both of your heels in once again for goddess pose. Bend both of your knees. Look toward the right. Track your right knee toward the center of your right foot. Crawl your hands forward. Plant your palms and pull your right heel to your right glute in a 3-point plank. Push the floor away from you. Breathe in. Open your right knee to the right. Lower down in an active pigeon pose. Feel free to keep your back toes tucked under or release the toes. Open your hands wide. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, ripple down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Last time, breathe in. Stay lifted this time, just relax your shoulders. Engage your glutes, bring your hands to your heart. Shift your weight to your outer right hip. Turn to face the left side of your mat. Bring your left leg forward a little bit. Place your left hand on your right thigh and reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Take a tall breath in and twist towards the right. Exhale, side bend to your left. Come back up to center. Place your right hand behind you. Just to relieve your hips, reach your left arm to the ceiling. Press your hips forward. Lower your pelvis down, flex your foot, windmill your arms, right hand catches for the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Let's pause here. Inhale, reach your chest forward, reach your left hand back as you fold. Do this one more time. Windmill your arms up, plant your right hand down, lift your left arm high, lift your hips, joy pose, breathe in. Exhale, lower your hips, Janu Shirshasana with a twist. Come back up to center. Windmill your arms to frame forward. Move back through pigeon pose so your right knee comes to the right side of your mat. Plant your palms. Lift off of your back leg. And from here, simply step forward to the top of your mat. Place your hands on your shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Put your weight into your left foot. Pull your right knee up to your chest. Come up to standing. Breathe in. Exhale, place your hands to your hips. Open your right knee to the right. Inhale. And just hold as you exhale. Get tall onto your standing leg. Lift your right knee a little higher. Inhale. Exhale, lower it a little. One more time. Breathe in, lift your knee. Bring your right knee slightly forward. Step your right foot down to mat width. Step your left foot down to mat width. Reach both of your arms high. Inhale, lift up. Utkatasana, exhale. Think of this like a sumo Utkatasana, not a traditional Utkatasana. Feet are super wide. Start to open both of your knees wide. Lower your pelvis down into Malasana. Bring your hands to your heart space. Feel free to sit on a block here if you need it. Bring your right hand toward the floor. Reach your left arm high. Inhale, open your chest to the left. Exhale, hands come back toward your heart space. Do that to your left. Inhale. Exhale to your heart. Reach both of your arms high. Breathe in. Reach your arms forward. Bring your hands to your mat. Straighten your legs. Parallel your feet in folds. Set your block off to the side and step your feet back to hip width distance. Place your hands on your shins. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Ground your heels. Reach your arms high. Come all the way back up. Hands to your heart space. Inhale, lift your shoulders. Exhale, relax your arms down. Inhale, reach forward and up. Soften your knees and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your mat. Slide your left thumb into your left hip crease. Shift your weight forward to your toes, and when you're ready, kick your right leg up and back. 2 or 3 times, open and close your hips, but let that action actually come from the left leg. The right leg is not doing too much. Pull your left hip crease back, breathe in. Roll your outer right thigh down, inner thighs kiss. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale to lower. Let's switch the hands here. Bring your left hand down, right hand to your right hip. Open your chest toward the right side of the room. Ardha Chandrasana. You can lift your right arm up if you'd like. Maybe lift your gaze to the side or to the ceiling. One more breath. Bring your right hand back down. Track your inner left knee with the center toe. Bend into your left knee. Take a big step back. Pivot your right foot down for Warrior 2 and bring your left arm inside of your leg for Warrior 2. Keep your left hand on your mat or your block and reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Notice again here what's going on with your alignment. If your butt is sticking back and your chest is sticking forward, roll your outer right thigh down. Close off your front ribs. Breathe in, stretch your left leg. Track your left knee forward to your center toes. Rebend your left knee. Do that one more time. Inhale, pull your outer left hip crease back. Rebend your knee. Push down into your heels. Lift up to Warrior 2. See if you can maintain the depth in your left knee. And then lower as you breathe out. One breath. Look to the right side of the room. Pivot your right heel in. Readjust your legs so that they're on the same plane. With your heels in and your toes pointed out, Goddess pose, lower your hips and reach your arms out to the side. Use the strength of your glutes and imagine your glutes and your outer thighs wrapping underneath and around to open the front line of your legs as your knees reach away and back. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale, lower your left arm down, side bend to the left. Push your left thigh into your left leg. Your left arm into your leg. Inhale, reach your arms up and to the right. Last time, breathe in. Side bend to the left. Stay here, bring your left hand down to your mat for one breath. Bring your hand down to your mat, walk both of your hands forward. Lift your heels, pivot on your feet, and fold forward. Couple breaths. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest up halfway, breathe in. Exhale, come back to Goddess legs. Roll both of your hands forward, mindful of your left knee alignment. Plant your palms on either side of your front foot. Push your back heel forward. Inhale, pull your left heel to your left glute. Exhale, pigeon pose, left knee toward your left wrist. Lower down onto your pelvis. Open your hands to the side. Ripple your chest up 3 times. Roll your shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, let your heart lead the way, shoulders and head come last. Again, heart comes up first, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Last time, inhale, lift up. Pause as you breathe out. Lift your pelvic floor, bring your hands to your heart space. Shift your weight to your outer left hip and turn to face the right side of your mat. Bring your right leg up to the side. Left foot into your inner right leg. I forgot where we were for a second. Place your right hand on your left thigh. Reach your left arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, twist toward your left. Take a tall breath in. Side bend to your right. Stay here for a full inhale. And complete it with your exhale. To relieve your hips, windmill your left hand behind you and your right arm high. Press your pelvis forward and circle your right arm back. Lower onto your hips, windmill your arms, pivot to face your right foot, left hand to your outer right foot. Open your chest toward your toes, breathe in, and then fold over your shin. Let's do that one more time. Windmill your arms, left arm plants, right arm lifts up and back. Exhale, windmill your arms down. 1 breath in, and 1 breath out. Lift your torso back up. Crawl your hands forward, pivot on your legs so that you pass through pigeon pose. Plant your palms, your back leg is lifted off of the floor. Pull your left knee to your chest, inhale. Step your left foot forward, step your right foot forward. Halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press your heels down, reach your arms high, pull your left knee to hip height, breathe in. Bring your hands to your hips as you exhale and open your left knee to the left. Lift your left knee up, breathe in. And then exhale, lower your left knee. See if you can keep your pelvis stable here instead of hiking the outer left hip up. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift your left knee up, stay tall on your right thigh. From here, pull your left knee in slightly. Place your left foot down and then your right foot down at hip width. Reach both of your arms high, breathe in. Sumo Utkatasana, stick your butt way back and engage your glutes. Take 1 tall breath in. Pull your heels in if you need and lower down into Malasana. Sit on a block if you would like. Place your left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm high and open your chest towards the right as you push your thighs back. Hands come back toward your heart. Do that to the other side. Right arm down, left is high. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Reach both arms high. Inhale. Reach them forward, straighten your legs and fold. Walk your feet close toward one another. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees. Come all the way up to standing, breathe in. Hands to your heart space, breathe out. Pause here, just lift your shoulders. And then relax them down by your sides. Take 1 breath in. And 1 breath out. Let's do that again, but a little quicker. Inhale, reach your arms high, lift up. Soften your knees and fold forward. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Slide your right thumb to your hip, bring your left fingers to your mat, and send your left leg up and back. Pull your outer right hip back. Start to open your chest toward the left side of the room. You might lift your left arm up and lower your right arm down. Take 1 more tall breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand down to your mat. Track your right knee forward toward your center toes. Take a long step back. Pivot your left heel down. Right arm to the inside of your leg. Lift your left arm up. Take a full breath in. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Pull your hip back. Rebend your right knee. Breathe in. Exhale, lift up, warrior 2. Let's take a moment here. Breathe in. Exhale, just soften something. Pull your left heel in to match your right. Goddess pose. Reach your arms wide, bend your knees, send your pelvis low, but reach up through your crown. Reach your right arm down, left arm high. Inhale. Exhale, back to center, arms in a T shape. To your left, inhale. Exhale, back to your T shape. Bring your right hand to the floor. Reach your left arm high, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your mat, lift your heels, straighten your legs and fold. Let's just take one full breath in. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of your mat, pivot on your feet, plant your palms and pull your right heel to your right glute. Lift up out of your armpits, inhale. Pull your right knee to the right as you exhale and lower your shin for pigeon pose. Walk your hands wide just one time, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, ripple down. Lift back up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart, roll to your outer right hip, start to face the left side of the room. Readjust your legs so that your left thigh is not all the way to the side, but it's on an angle. Place your left hand on your right leg, reach your right arm high, inhale. Exhale, twist towards the left. Take a tall breath in as you push down into your outer right hip. And use that for an anchor as you side bend toward the left. Come back up, plant your right hand behind you. Lift your left arm high, lift your hips up, breathe in. Exhale, lower your pelvis down, windmill your arms, right hand to the outer left foot. One more time, windmill your arms, inhale, lift up, joy pose. Exhale, windmill your arms, catch the pinky toe edge of your foot. Pause here, reach your left hand back as you twist toward the left, breathe in. Maintain that as you go for depth. Walk yourself back up, bring your hands forward, pull your right knee forward, and then readjust your left leg so that it's back on your mat. Plant your palms, lift yourself up, step your right, then your left foot forward, halfway lift, breathe in, exhale, relax. Ground your heels, reach both of your arms high, inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and pull your right knee to your chest. Open your right knee to the side, breathe in. And then as you exhale, connect your right foot to your inner left thigh. Squeeze your right glute. And then imagine you're getting a poke in your right butt cheek. Use that to open your right thigh a little bit more so that your pelvis doesn't change from any angle. You can keep your hands at your heart or reach them up overhead. Take one more breath. Draw your right knee forward, breathe in. Step your right foot down at mat width, step your left foot to mat width. Reach your arms a little higher, inhale. Right to Malasana this time as you exhale. Push your elbows a little bit back into your thighs. Use that for leverage to lift your heart up as you continue to lift your pelvic floor forward and up. So although this is a pretty grounding pose, can you find a sense of lightness, a little bit of brightness? One more breath. Okay, reach your arms forward, inhale. Reach them up, forward to the top of your mat. Pivot on your heels, stretch your legs and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale out your mouth. Step your feet close together. Come all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms high. Fold forward again, exhale. Place both hands to your shins, breathe in. Exhale, left hand to your left hip, right hand to your mat. Send your right leg up and back and start to open your pelvis for Ardha Chandrasana. Just the left side is opening. Switch your hands, left hand down, right arm high. Take one full breath in. And a long breath out. Bring your right hand to your mat. Bend your left knee, track it toward the center toes. Giant step back with your right foot. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Bend forward and then reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Just one breath in, stretch your left leg, inhale. Exhale to re-bend your left knee. Push into your feet, lift up, warrior two, breathe in. Let your shoulders settle and relax as you breathe out. Okay, pull your right heel in. Adjust your stance as necessary and lower your pelvis for goddess pose. Reach both arms high, inhale. Lower your left arm down, side bend to the left. The connection of your left arm and your left leg to find more opening in your hip. Lift back up, breathe in. Same to your right as you exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left hand down to your mat or your block. Take one breath in. Exhale, hand down to your mat. Lift your heels, parallel your legs for a fold. Just one inhale. Engage your glutes, fold over your thighs. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your torso up halfway. Pull your heels in for goddess pose, and then look at your left knee as you crawl forward. Plant your palms, pull your left heel to your left hip, breathe in. Exhale, open your left knee to the side and lower down into pigeon. Walk your hands wide. Roll your shoulders back, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, ripple down. Just this one, inhale, lift back up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bring your weight to your outer left hip and turn to face the right side of your mat. Pull your right leg forward, right hand to your right thigh, lift your left arm up. Take a full breath in. Exhale, twist towards your left. Take a tall inhale. Side bend up and over toward your right foot. Lift back up, breathe in. Plant your left hand behind you. Exhale, lift your hips forward and up. Lower your pelvis down, breathe in. Windmill your arms as you exhale. Left hand to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Lift back up one more time for joy pose, breathe in. Exhale, windmill your arms, catch your outer left foot. Let's stay here for one breath. Bring yourself back up. Bring your hands forward, and then bring your legs with you. Tuck under your back toes, lift off of your knee. Step your left foot forward, step your right foot forward. Hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground your heels, reach your arms high, come all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, pull your left foot forward and up. Squeeze your left glute, breathe in. Open your left knee to the side. Take a full breath in. And then connect your foot for tree pose. Once again, use the strength of your left glute, pushing forward to open your left thigh, down and away. Stay tall on your right leg. Feel free to lift your arms up if you'd like. Let's take just one more breath. If your arms aren't lifted, reach them high. Pull your left knee forward slightly. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step your left foot down on mat width distance. Open your right foot to mat width distance and lower your pelvis, Malasana. Press your elbows out into your thighs and project your chest forward and up. Good news, it has stopped snowing. Let's take one more breath. Okay, reach your arms high, breathe in. Exhale, reach them straight forward. Bring your hands to your mat and fold with your legs in parallel. Place your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your feet close together. And this time just bring your hands to your thighs and curl yourself all the way up. When you get there, lift your shoulders up to your ears, breathe in. Exhale out your mouth. Full sun salutation. Inhale, reach high, lift up. Soften your knees as you fold forward, weight shifts to your toes. Place your hands on your shins, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift your heart forward into Cobra or upward facing dog. Pike your hips as you roll over your feet for downward facing dog. 5 breath cycles. Keep the integrity of your arms and shoulders here. Just like you did in child's pose, if you were to bend your elbows, would they point to the side? Instead, could you wrap them back? One more breath. Look forward, lift your heels and your hips, take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, pull your hips back, and on empty, find the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Round your heels, reach your arms high, come all the way back up. Hands to your heart space, breathe out. Inhale, lift your shoulders, it's a blizzard again. Exhale, relax your arms down. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach high, lift up. Fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your palms, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or upward facing. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Remember, your heels don't need to be on the mat here. Your legs don't need to be straight. You can come down into an active child's pose if you'd like, and just work the arms here for 2 more breaths. Look up to your hands. Bend your knees, pull your hips back on empty. Top of your mat. Halfway lift once you land. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach high, lift all the way up. Hands to your heart this time. Inhale, lift your shoulders. Exhale, relax your arms down. Let's take a pause for 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Maybe close your eyes and take a couple more breath cycles. Notice where you feel the breath sort of living in your body. If it's up around your heart, can you send it down to your belly? It's already in your belly. Imagine it going to your pelvis or even all the way down to your feet. When you're ready, open your eyes back up. So that was sun salutation A. We'll go through B now. Reach your arms forward and up. Breathe in. Utkatasana. Lower your hips. Sit your pelvis down and back. Reach out through your hands. Breathe in. Connect them. Straighten your legs to fold. Half lift. Inhale. Plant your palms. Step or jump back to flow. From downward facing dog, step your left foot in a touch so that your left heel is completely on the mat, and then step your right foot all the way forward. Warrior 1, inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, bring your hands back down, step back to plank pose. Shift forward in plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Cobra or upward facing. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot in a touch, bring your left foot all the way forward. Warrior 1, inhale, reach high, lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, reach forward, plant your palms, step back and flow. Two breaths here. From here, tap your knees down to your mat, separate them to mat width distance, and lower your hips back into child's pose. Just 2 breaths. Lift your torso up slightly. Wrap your right arm underneath your left. Bring your right ear to the floor or a block. And then you can either keep your left hand here. You can reach your left arm high and then start to reach it back towards the wall behind you. Or you can bend at your elbow and hook your thumb into your opposite hip crease. Press your outer right shoulder into the floor. And again, just be mindful of how you're breathing in a class that might be a little bit more fast-paced than you're used to. Or perhaps sequencing that's a little bit different. Let your breath be the constant. Take just one more nourishing breath in through your nose. And a smooth breath out through your nose. Reach your left arm back up to the ceiling. Stretch it forward toward the top of your mat. Come back toward child's pose and then take the same on the other side. Left arm wraps underneath your right. Your left cheek touches down. Right arm can reach up. Stay here, reach your arm back. Bend your hand, elbow. Pull your hand into your hip crease. Let your chest start to rotate toward the right any amount. You don't need to force it. Be gentle. Take one more breath. When you're ready, reach your right arm back up to the ceiling. Stretch it forward to the head of your mat. Press into your hands and come back into child's pose for one full breath in. Complete that with an exhale. Press into your hands, lift forward, tabletop. Downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. In through your nose. Breath out through your nose. Look forward, bend your knees, pull your hips back. On empty, walk or jump to the top. Hands to shins, half lift. Exhale, fold. Round your heels, reach your arms high, come all the way up to standing. Hands to your heart space. Inhale, lift your shoulders. Exhale, relax your arms down. Let's repeat what we started. Inhale, reach high, lift up. Hinge at your hips and fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, release your left hand to your mat. Slide your right hand to your right hip crease. Hook your right hip crease back as you send your left leg back. Flex your left foot like crazy. Pull your right hip back like crazy. You can even do this with your right knee slightly bent to track your alignment if you'd like. From here, switch your hands, right hand down, left hand to your left hip. Keep your hand on your hip for a moment. Start to reach your chest forward like your navel could pass your toes. Front ribs are contained, and then spiral your chest open toward the left, Ardha Chandrasana. Reach your left hand to the ceiling and take one more breath. Shift your weight to your left heel. Bend your right knee first. Take a big step back. Pass through Warrior Two. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left knee. Skandasana. Hands can be on the floor. Your pelvis can be lifted or lowered down. Use your glute strength that you worked this whole class to push your left thigh back. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Now as you twist, you can hold the edge of your mat, but make sure that your left knee doesn't come along for the ride. Take one more breath. Bring your hand down to your mat. Track your right knee. Pull it forward as you walk to the top of your mat. Either step back and float, or step forward and fold. Either way, you've got 2 breaths. From the top of your mat, soften your knees, reach your arms high, come all the way to center. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Loop your shoulders up to your ears. Relax your arms down by your sides. Last time, inhale, reach high, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Both hands to your shins as you lift up halfway. Exhale, left hand to your left hip, right hand to your mat. Shift your weight forward. With your weight into your left toes, send your right leg up and back. Pull your left hip crease back. Switch your hands, right hand to your hip to start. Make sure there's no excessive curve happening in your low back, so you can keep the low back neutral by pushing out through your right heel. Pubic bone, pelvic floor is lifting forward. And then from here you can reach your right arm high if you'd like. Let's take one more breath. Right hand can come to your mat if you'd like. Bend your left knee, take a big step back. Pass through Warrior Two. Straighten your front leg. Bend your back leg, pull your heel in. Flex your left foot. You can stay here. You can lower halfway or all the way down to the floor. Right hand is down. Lift your left arm high. Feel free to hold onto the edge of your mat and actively pull the edge of your mat toward your right foot. Use that for leverage to protect your right knee, but strengthen your glute. One more breath. Okay, bring your hand down to your mat. Crawl forward, track your left knee alignment one more time. Plant your palms. Let's all step back to plank pose this time. Take a breath in plank. Either flow or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Once in downward dog or child's pose, take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, stick out your tongue. One more time, breathe in. Really go for it. And for a seated position, look forward. Bend your knees, pull your hips back on empty. Jump through to seated or just walk to the top and sit down. I'm going to do this next portion side on because I think you'll see me better. Fly all the way down to your back. You can still see me. Okay, take your block and start with it on the medium or the lowest height underneath your sacrum. Your sacrum is this really nice triangular bone right at the top of your pelvis. It's not into the curve of your low back. So if it feels like this is happening, like your bum is not supported, and you've got an arch in your back, try lowering your block a little bit further down your bum. And then from here, just stretch your legs out long and reach your arms out long. If you've got low back sensitivity, flex your feet like you were standing. This will help roll your thighs inward, and especially after today's class with so much external rotation, it's important that you find some internal rotation as they extend through the hips. If your low back is fine, you can just let your feet go floppy, but be really mindful of how that affects your low spine. If you feel like the opening in your hips here is enough, please stay. If you feel like you need something different or perhaps a little bit more, bring your feet back to the floor. Press your feet down. Scoop your tailbone under to protect your low back. Arms can be by your sides. Press up into a bridge pose. And then take your block, flip it on a higher height, either the medium or the highest height. If you're going for the highest height, make sure that you've got a lot of containment at your thighs, your outer glutes. So your thighs are not opening wide, they're instead almost wrapping in energetically. From here, lift your right heel off of your mat and slide your foot in toward you. You can use your hand if you'd like. So the toes are on the floor. Potentially feeling a good opening in the bottom of your foot as well here. So you could stay with your right thigh engaged. Reach forward through your right thigh. Make sure it's tracking in line with your pelvis. Or you could come onto the top arch of your foot where your shoelaces would be. Taking that option, push the arch of your foot down. We'll check the time. Okay, cool. And then just 2 more breaths here. Be gentle as you release your foot. You might like to send your leg up to the ceiling just to flush out your knee. And then we'll do the other side. Begin by lifting your left heel off of your mat. Try not to use your hands at first, and with core containment, find strength in the back line of your left leg as you pull your heel in toward your bum. And then when you feel like you can't go any further, either stay or pull your foot in toward you if you would like. Be super mindful of your knees here. This deep flexion in your knees can put some pressure in that vulnerable joint, and we've already done a lot of flexion at the knees, so just be mindful. Okay, either stay here, actively push your metatarsal down into the floor as you reach forward through your knee, or bring the arch of your left foot onto your mat where your shoelaces would be. Push your left foot down, reach forward through your knee, take a couple breaths. Okay, feel free to use your hand to release your foot if you need, and then send your left leg up, give it a little shake. If you're still in supported bridge with your legs extended, start to bring your legs up, and actually we'll all bring the legs up. So here, if you're on the highest height, just lower yourself down to the medium or the lowest height. Don't do this next part with the block on the highest height. And reach your legs up. So you can either find stillness, you can let your legs be straight and active, and let your feet bend. You can take a little bit of movement if you need. Stay here for as long as it feels good. Just enjoy some space opening behind the back of the knee. And then bring your feet down when you feel ready. It's To come out of this, we'll go through bridge pose again. So engage your glutes, tuck your tailbone slightly to your knees, bring your arms alongside your body and press your hips up. You might stay here in bridge pose for a couple of breaths or lie all the way down onto your back. Once you're on your back, step your feet to mat width distance and let your knees knock into center. If it's comfortable, place a hand on your belly and a hand over your heart. And stay here or stretch your legs out long for Shavasana. Coming to Shavasana, place a block on top of your belly. And when you're ready, stretch your arms out long. Once you've arrived in Shavasana, release all of the effort in your body. Soften your breathing. Fully relax your face, especially around your eyes and your jaw. And as you go slowly with a body scan through your face, once everything is soft and almost supple, see if you can bring a softness toward your chest. Notice if any tightness has been built up through today's class in your chest or in your hips. Thank you so much for choosing to be here, for committing to your practice. This class will be available for 24 hours, so feel free to visit it again if you like. I wish you all a wonderful Saturday. Namaste. Thanks for coming. And just leave the comments on for a moment just so that we can all connect, but feel free to tap out whenever it feels right for you. Thanks, Sarah. I miss you so much. Thanks, Jen. Hi, Jonathan. I miss you so much. Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Angela. Thanks, Dee. So nice to see everyone. If you want to connect with me, my Instagram is HeyTutti, Tutti. It's my cat that was walking all over the place. Yes, I'm a weather person. What is that called? A meteorologist? Great. Okay, I think I have to end the video because I don't want it to get cut off. I want it to be able to save, but feel free to reach out to me through our Instagram or through my personal Instagram. I hope you have the best day ever. Peace.